except for the fact Super Saiyans are male, and I know it's 2023. Never mind.
So we have the women's Money in the Bank match. Io Sky, Trish Stratus, Bailey, Zoe Stark, Becky Lynch, New York's own Zelina Vega, and did I say Trish Stratus? Or is that it? That's it.
That's the last one.
Okay. This was just a weaker version of the men's Money in the Bank match. However, they did have a good finish here as well.
Becky Lynch was cosplaying as Rogue, and it was accurate. So there you go. Or maybe she was Phoenix. I don't know. But she was definitely an X-Men character. I'm thinking Rogue, and it was accurate.
It wasn't accurate because she's not a superhero.
And Ronda Rousey's not a Super Saiyan.
She's close enough. She's closer to being a Super Saiyan than Becky Lynch is to being a fucking X-Men.
Except for the fact that Super Saiyans are male, and I know it's 2023. Never mind. Yeah, she's almost a Super Saiyan. Go ahead.
Trish's little head scissor things were awful. Part of the match where Trish and Zoe get Becky Lynch out on the floor. They're beating her up. Then they put handcuffs on her, but they don't quite get the handcuffs on. Becky breaks free. I don't know where the other girls are throughout all this because it seems like it goes on forever, but whatever.
That whole thing was lasted a long time.
Yeah, it was just them. It was all three of them. And the other, like Zelina Vega didn't do anything. Io didn't do anything. I didn't see Bailey. And then as soon as they were done, it was like, okay. Then Zelina Vega tries to get the briefcase and the other girls snap into action because I guess we're done with that. Fast forward, we got Becky Lynch and Bailey. They're climbing the ladder together. Io Sky, she jumps in, grabs both Becky Lynch and Bailey's arm, pulls them through the ladder, and takes the handcuffs that were on Becky Lynch's wrist from earlier and puts Bailey and Becky Lynch together. Then, to add insult to injury, she climbs over Bailey to get the briefcase. Io Sky is your winner.
Yes. Io Sky finally gets her moment in the sun and wins Money in the Bank. And I thought it was a pretty good match all in all. There was a few spots here and there that could have been better, but there were also some big spots that they did pull off, like Zelina Vega in the sunset flip. She did pull that off flawlessly on Zoe Stark. I liked the handcuff segment at the end. I liked the story that was told a little bit before that, where Io, she was pretty much clear and open to win the title, or I'm sorry, win the briefcase. She's at the top of the ladder all by herself, and all of a sudden someone tips it over. Who that someone is? Bailey, her own damage control compadre, basically just cost her the briefcase.
She did cost her the briefcase.
Yeah, like it, and Bailey had that remorse. Like, I mean,
she thought about it for a second. She was like, "Damn."
Yeah, and then they went back to that story, and Io.
Yeah, they played it off like Io wasn't aware that it was Bailey that pushed over the ladder. So later, Io helps Bailey. But then later on, Bailey handcuffs Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
To her. So
it was a great story there.
Yeah, neat little story. I wish they would commit to it. They keep like putting their little toe in the water of this damage control breakup.
I would say it's probably Io winning the briefcase probably spells the end of damage control.
I would hope so.
We're gonna finish the story out. They already told you that Bailey is out for herself and she's jealous and all the things because Io had that moment to win the title and Bailey pushed her off. So push comes to shove, Bailey wants the title for herself. Not like she can pretend to be happy for Io or Dakota, but when at the end of the day she wants it for herself. So that jealousy is going to start to come through, and that's going to be the end of damage control. Maybe they don't even make it to SummerSlam, and then that is what we have at SummerSlam.
The only drawback to Io winning is we won't get to see Asuka versus Io because they're going to have her lose to Charlotte or Belair.
Well, we might, because like I was saying, the women, they cash in Money in the Bank pretty quick, like within a few weeks. So if we get that triple threat match at SummerSlam, that means we're going to get a cash in before then. So Io versus Asuka. Now it should be at SummerSlam, obviously, but it looks like we'll at least have that match because she's going to cash it in pretty quick. Now they could go, because remember I said Bailey is jealous and all that. She wants the title for herself. So they could go, and they've also been saying pretty much every week that the women have 100% success rate at cashing in Money in the Bank. That's a number. That's not when they throw it out there like that. They're telling you that something's about to happen. So maybe Io is going to cash it in on Asuka. Bailey's going to cost her the title, and then that brings us to SummerSlam. I'm not wanting that to happen because I want Io to get a title run, but
Right.
I'm saying maybe that's what's happening here.
Okay. Guess we'll find out.
We will.
But congratulations to Io.